Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Leenda, and this is For the Record, Your Honor. Supercross 2025 Race Day Live has new hosts with Cianciarulo and Brayton. With an official retired year off the bike, Adam Cianciarulo had been seen on and off the track for side reporting and at times in the booth with commentary. AC was one of the fastest riders I've ever seen. When he has the timing and speed, there is no stopping him. Unfortunately, if you are a super fan and follow AC, you most likely are aware of the reason why he decided to take off the helmet and put the bike in the garage. Adam has suffered with injuries and nerve damage where at times he has body parts that go numb, and for riding, that's obviously definitely not good. And it's just something that's really unpredictable. It comes and goes, but when it does show up, oh man, does it cause issues. He is still young with a bright future ahead of him, and that is obviously showing with his new career in broadcasting. On and off during riding and race seasons, he started a podcast and played around with it a couple times. He had some episodes, but it wasn't really steady. It all started with some vlogs that he would do of him and his team behind the scenes at races and on the road. He was a very funny character, and everyone seems to get along with him, is pretty much the vibe and idea you get from watching his vlogs. But you also see the struggle and the pain at times, mentally and physically. When he did interviews, for example, like the one he did with Daniel Blair on the podcast, he was a professional without even realizing it. When it came to coming up with questions, and it wasn't just because he might have been ready and prepped, you just truly see he's interested and curious. He is the real deal. He seems to be all about being kind to everyone, making sure everyone is on a good level, having a great day, and if he can, he'll try his best to make you laugh or smile. That's the kind of guy I see in him. And when it comes to questions about people and their lives, you really see how genuine he really is. You feel it. And it's obvious he just wants to learn more out of true humble curiosity and care for the person or sport. That's rare nowadays. Many people instantly were talking about putting him in the booth because how great and relatable he was on the mic and on camera. The only complaint I have is he needs better suits and outfits. I love you, AC, but come on. We've seen him bounce around in spots at live races, but it seems he will finally have a solid spot hosting Race Day Live on Saturdays during the Supercross season alongside his friend and ex-competitor Justin Brayton, or who I like to call Brows. He just has those serious brows, you can't ignore them. They're beautiful, Justin. Don't be offended.
I got you, homie.
When the press release dropped for Super Motocross MX World Championship SMX and the official broadcasting and streaming schedule, there was also announcements and other information all to unpack and digest. For on-camera broadcasts during the live races, we will have the Weege, Lee Diffie return for the play-by-play commentary alongside Hall of Famers Ricky Carmichael and James Stewart as the pro analysis. Oh, wow.
Hello, Bozo.
In my opinion, if you ask me, they really need to get Ricky a rest off this duty. I'm not being mean, but he's just lacking the excitement and insight. He provides the least amount of information and detail. He repeats the same sayings and comments all the time while usually messing up riders' names over and over again.
What is that?
I don't know what it is. When he's on his own podcast, he does fantastic. But in the booth for live events, no, man, just cut the feed. Will and JT will continue to serve the side pits and on-track reporting as well. JT is pretty much flawless at his remarks and when he jumps in to rescue RC. As for Will, I love her, but you guys, I know sometimes you're moody as fuck when you finish. Ooh, no pun intended. But seriously, give Will a break and take a breath. Wipe the mud and sweat off your faces. Throw her a smile and a few return answers to just a few quick questions. She has a job to do, you guys. Now for Race Day Live, they moved things around and officially named Justin and Adam, with Stephen Lurch Scott alongside Haley Shanley as reporters to the pre-broadcast, which will be exclusively on Peacock. I love Haley. I like that she's there to give ladies a voice, but also pride, as many people out there still don't really see that women can be and are fans of the sport just as much as they are. Now, something I was trying to do a separate video on was just how pissed off I get about how many different streaming services and platforms that we have to download and pay for in order to follow the damn sport. My suggestion is everybody together just puts it all into one app. Find an app creator, developer, where it could just be streamed and casted through that app. Make full ownership, whatever, in an app. Like, how hard is that? It is so frustrating when you got to figure out, is it on FS1, FS2? Is it on NBC? Is it on Peacock? Is it on Fox? Is it on MPG TV? Is it on MXT TV or whatever? Is it on MAV TV, which is like fucking 1980s VCR quality? What are we doing here, you guys? The sport needs to get their shit together. If you have it all in one platform, you know how many people it would stay solid, not just the viewership, but the membership? Fellas, it's not that hard. You guys just need to cut the shit and the greed out. Be fair with everybody, and you guys will all make your money. I was trying to do a breakdown, and I'll tell you, they get grants up the ass for the sport. And with the merchandise and the toys, you name it, everything dealing with the sport, they make money. Yes, they got to pay riders and sponsors. Do they pay them as much as they should? No. And what does that tell you? Because there's higher ups that are taking bigger cuts of the pie. So tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I will see you in a new video real soon. I'm Leenda, and that's for the record, Your Honor.